There is nothing I love more than baking my own cookies during the Christmas season. If you would like to see how I made these gingerbread cookies, keep watching. Let's get started. Let's begin with the ingredients. What you will need is 225 grams of butter, 160 grams of brown sugar, 160 grams of sugar syrup, 1 egg and 1 egg yolk, 500 grams of flour, a pinch of salt, and the gingerbread spices. I already have my spices mixed. I used 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1.5 tablespoons of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves. This recipe is good for 30 to 40 cookies, depending on the size. I made double the amount myself, in case you're wondering why I have so many cookies. And you can also find the recipe in the video description below. First, start by mixing the butter, the sugar and the sugar syrup, and once everything is well combined, you can add the egg and the egg yolk and mix again. Next, combine the flour with the spices and the salt and give it a good mix. And then you want to add this to the rest of the mixture and then mix it once again. And when it starts to look like this, I like to continue mixing it with my hands until I have like a nice ball of dough. After this, the dough needs to rest in the fridge for at least a couple of hours. I like to make mine the day before so that I can start baking right away the next morning. And to do this, divide the dough in half and wrap each piece in a plastic wrap and place it in the fridge. It's the next day now and I let the dough rest in the fridge overnight, so it's time to get started. As you can see, I picked out a few cookie cutters. Besides the traditional gingerbread man, you can of course use other shapes as well. I still had these Christmas shaped cutters, so I decided to use them together with my gingerbread cookie cutters. I start by preheating the oven to 160 degrees Celsius using top and bottom heat. Then I lightly dust my work surface with some flour and make sure to also dust your rolling pin with a little flour to prevent the dough from sticking. And then I will start to roll out the dough. And I took the dough out of the fridge about 10 minutes beforehand, so that's a little easier to work with. Next, I start cutting out cookies. As you can see, I begin with some gingerbread men, and then I place them on a baking tray lined with parchment paper when I'm done. And the leftover dough is kneaded back into a ball and rolled out again. And you will want to repeat this process until all of the dough is used. cookies then go into the oven for about 16 minutes. And once they come out of the oven, it's best to let them cool on a rack, just like I'm doing here. After all the cookies are baked, it's time to decorate them. I'm using this royal icing mix, and to make it, I simply follow the instructions on the package. I only need to add some water and mix it, but if you want, you can also use some melted white chocolate instead. When I'm done, I transfer the royal icing into a piping bag, and now it's time to start decorating. I will let you take a closer look at how I decorate the cookies, so feel free to watch along. And as you can see, I also have some chocolate drops and sprinkles to decorate the cookies. This is optional, but it's an extra fun touch. And now I'm finished decorating all of the cookies, and here you can see the final result. As you can see, I also made some of these mini gingerbread men, and I will be saving those for the Christmas desserts. For example, when you're having some ice cream, you can put a little gingerbread man on top, and then you have a super simple and delicious Christmas dessert. And as you can see, I made a lot of cookies, but I did that on purpose because I want to be giving some away to my friends and family. That's it for today's video. Let me know if you're also going to make these cookies in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. I wish you a very cozy and Merry Christmas.